Hey there. I hope you are well. We are moving through big changes in our world, and you're probably feeling big changes in your life. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the work that I'm doing and how it came about. We all come into the world to offer something, and it's within us. And we are always guided that it's going to look different for every single person. The work that I love doing is guiding each person to who they're supposed to be. Because when you connect with your authentic self, you're going to have everything that you want. Now, the other thing that's happening right now, we're moving through an evolutionary change. And that's why it's been so chaotic. We have all these different things happening in our world, the war, all of those things are connected to an evolutionary change. Then we are supposed to up level ourselves. And there are many people around who are doing that, and I'm one of them. But it came about for me very crazily, let's say, because I've done so many other things in my life, done lots of training, lots of courses, program. I've done all of that stuff, coaches, mentors, I've done it all. But at the same time, I was been channeling. I've been receiving cosmic information, and this is why I get to the depth of what is going on in any single person. So I know I can always do that. But we have weird things that show up and that we don't understand. We have to allow ourselves to be open to possibilities. Even what's happening right now with what we're seeing with in the skies, we don't know if we have the aliens are coming or a spaceship, whatever. It's we have to open our minds to expect more because it's always within us, and we're manifesting this work. So in 2020, when I knew the world was changing, I said, okay, I've got to do something. I've got to move in a little different direction, different than what I had done before. And I never talked about really all the work and how I created it because I channeled and all of that. But then in 2021, I'm walking down the street and I hear, well, we gave you everything you needed to know in 2012. I didn't know about 2012, didn't know what that meant. I figured it out later because that was another time in our world where things changed. It was another kind of chaotic time as well. If you might remember, you can go back and look that up and you'll see what I mean. However, when I heard that, and then I went back and connected to the Mayan calendar, I got all of that information, but I was connected to something else that I didn't know at the time. None of us know that. We develop, we grow into who we're supposed to be. And so as I'm going out for a walk in 2021, I hear 2012. I come into my home and then I go to my computer and I went to a folder that I had not looked at, just hadn't paid attention to it. And I'll show you what it was. And I want to show you some of the topics, because every single day I went through this, because everything is mindset. Absolutely everything. The way you think about yourself, the way you feel about who you are is mindset. And we have the ability to change that, but we got to do it. I did it every single day. And that's why the work in my program gets people to where they're supposed to be. This is what I opened up to. It was a folder that said Wilhelm. I had not seen it, not opened it, but you'll see the topics. This one's praise, really understanding why do we need it? Why are we asking for it? Why can't we do things without it? It was just a whole process. Focused attention, meaning getting done what you need to do, staying focused on what you are supposed to do in this world. And this is why my program gives you that focused attention. Vision, you have to imagine, you have to figure out who you're supposed to be. If you can't imagine, you can't create anything else. We always know that what the mind of man can perceive, he can conceive. Basically, it's been said so many ways. Okay, and then choose wisely, because we get lost. Then priority, we have to stop sometimes and figure out what our priorities are, because we get taken over by others and we think that our priorities become then. Let's see, personal value. We're always assessing that. We're also always figuring that out. And one of the things I do in my work is get you to figure out what you've done and how much value you have now. And it's challenging, because I didn't know the value that I had with this work, which is why I keep changing it. I keep figuring it out. How much does it take? How much would it cost to transform your life? Then let's see, a way. That means it's just a mindset. There's always a way to do anything, but we get stuck sometimes. But when we give ourselves this pause to say, well, wait a minute, there's some more I can do, then it's there. Let's see, eliminating blame. Blame is one of the worst things, because when I start blaming someone else for what's going on, I don't take responsibility for my life, and I never become empowered. It takes time because we become dependent on that. We've used it for so long. We started when we were kids. Let's blame my brother for what happened. It's not my fault, when it actually was. Physical body. another thing, because we have judgments about who we think of our bodies. Is it right? Is right? No, it's perfect. We can adjust it. We can do whatever, but we have to assess and figure out if it's impacting how we feel about ourselves. Then the other one, possible. We have to ask ourselves that question. Is it possible? This one was good. For you. It means everything that's happening in your life is for you. You just got to figure it out in some way. Anyway, it goes on and on. I did a full year, so you can imagine. This is why my program gets the results that it does, because it's all about mindset, and it gives you a way to access that mindset and to change it, because it's all within your power. There's no one on the planet who has more ability or talent than you. You just have to change your mind and start to develop your mind so that you can access that. And that's what I do. Never fails, and everybody gets there, and you can become really successful. See you soon.